All right, let's dive right into this. As community association managers and board presidents, you're standing on the very edge of a massive technological shift. Today, we're doing a quick explainer on Gene Klasseman's absolutely pivotal presentation, Responsible AI Use for CAM's Executive Briefing. This isn't just theory. It's essentially a masterclass put together by Gene Klasseman and MaxSet Management Group to give you a grounded operational rulebook. It's all about how to actually adopt AI in the real world without compromising your fiduciary duty.
To kick things off, we really have to address a profound and honestly slightly unsettling question that gets posed right at the start of the briefing. Does anyone truly know how AI works from front to back? Well, it's actually a trick question. The reality is, literally not a single person on the planet fully understands it. Sure, we get the mathematical calculations, and we understand how massive algorithms scrape data to build models like GPT or Claude, but that final probabilistic way it actually generates an answer, it's kind of a black box. In a way, we've diverged as a species. We perfectly understand how a skyscraper or a combustion engine works, but we've now built something so deeply complex that we don't even fully comprehend its inner workings.
So, to address this unsettling reality, the briefing uses this incredibly powerful analogy. Think about it. We understand about as much regarding how AI works today as we do about the human brain. We barely understand our own minds. And the crucial point here is that if there is parity between our understanding of the human brain and our understanding of AI, then we have to apply the exact same management logic to it. Just like you would never ever take an unreviewed, unverified report straight from a junior assistant's brain and hand it directly to your board of directors, you absolutely cannot blindly trust the unverified output of an AI. It needs that exact same level of strict human verification and oversight.
Now, you might be tempted to brush this off as just another transient software trend that's going to fade away, but this perfectly illustrates how history often misreads profound change. The briefing firmly positions AI not as a fad, but as an inevitable infrastructure shift. Back in 1889, Thomas Edison totally dismissed alternating current as a complete waste of time. In 1902, people swore the automobile would never replace streetcars. History is absolutely full of brilliant innovators misjudging the next huge wave. The takeaway? AI is a fundamental shift in how we process information, much like the rollout of electricity. You can't just ignore it, you have to learn how to govern it safely. With that human oversight established as totally non-negotiable, we get to the core governance boundary for any community manager. It's a very stark binary line that's designed specifically to protect your fiduciary duty. On the left side, we ask, can AI help? The answer is an overwhelming yes. It is incredible at handling massive information loads. We're talking summarizing a 200-page board packet or drafting complex vendor RFPs in seconds. But on the right side, can AI decide? No way. An AI cannot hold a real estate license. It can't be sued for a breach of duty. As the human manager, you must entirely retain the ultimate judgment, the legal authority, and the duty of care. Basically, AI gives you the speed, but you hold the steering wheel. Navigating this boundary means you have to be super strict about the environments where you do your actual work. We have to look at the massive difference between free and paid tools. On one side, you have free or consumer AI, like the standard free ChatGPT or Google Gemini. These are incredibly risky for community managers because they often use your inputs to train their underlying models. You run a huge risk of leaking private owner data. On the flip side, you have paid enterprise AI, like Microsoft 365 Copilot or Gemini Workspace. These are safe, managed environments. They strictly honor your company's permissions, and they absolutely do not use your private financial ledgers or gate codes to train outside models. To really drive home how these systems handle your data, the presentation uses this brilliant desk metaphor. It perfectly translates the highly technical concept of AI context windows into something that just instantly clicks. Imagine the AI's working memory as a physical workspace. The free tools, they act like a tiny little desk. You can put a few documents on it, but the second you try to add a massive reserve study, engineering reports, and a year of past board minutes, the older documents literally fall off the back of the desk and disappear. The AI just forgets the context. Enterprise tools, however, give you a massive conference table. You can lay out all your community's complex data at once, and the AI can safely and accurately analyze the whole shebang together without ever losing the thread. Once you understand those safety guardrails and memory limits, you can completely revolutionize how you work. You can see some of the high-value operational workflows listed here, like generating standard operating procedures in 30 seconds or building complex board decision matrices. But here is the thing.
I am intentionally keeping the actual step-by-step mechanics out of this explainer. To truly unlock these incredible workflows and discover the exact reverse prompting techniques required to execute them safely, you really need to dive into the full presentation. Seeing the live demonstration of how to actually make the AI interview you is exactly why you'll want to invest your time in viewing the original material.
So, to reclaim your time and master these high ROI frameworks, I highly recommend tracking down the full 30-minute masterclass by Gene Classman and MaxSet Management Group. They have built an incredible blueprint that safely bridges the gap between raw technological power and your strict professional oversight. I'll leave you with this final, really provocative thought to chew on today. AI gives us speed. Human judgment gives us authority. You now know this is an unavoidable infrastructure shift that's going to exponentially accelerate how you process information. So the only question left for you is, since AI is inevitably going to give you incredible speed, how will you choose to use your human authority to guide it?